All right, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Hey, Frank Hannon from Tesla, man. Thanks for doing this. How you doing, man?
Hey, Jay, I'm doing great. It's great to be back on a bus again. You know, I thought I would never say that, but, the bus is, tour bus, like home, sweet home.
Well, I'm glad Tesla's back out on the road. Now, you are probably the hardest working guy in Tesla as far as all the solo stuff you do. I mean, I have always followed, I'm a longtime fan of Tesla. I saw you guys from your first big tour with David Lee Roth. I've interviewed Jeff Keith a couple of times, and I stay in contact with Jeff. And, I've been a fan from the door of you guys, and I've always said, this is a hard rock band. They're not one of these 80s, hair metal bands. You just happen to come out at that point in time. But you have survived the test of time. And I also follow you personally because you're very heavy on social media. You're very busy. You have, a half a dozen maybe solo albums that you've done?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I think I'm crazy, but honestly, I just have a lot of creative stuff going on in my mind all the time, and different ideas, and I do have quite a few solo albums, and the most recent one being a 20-song collection of cover tunes that I did in pursuit of my quest to sing lead vocals and try to get better. I mean, the reason I did it was to try to get better at singing lead vocals, which is a whole other art form in itself. I've always been a backup singer in Tesla, but I've always loved singing lead vocals. So I took on a challenge of learning as many diverse styles of songs that I could sing. Everything ranging from Seal to Aerosmith to Jimi Hendrix to, all my favorites, really.
Yeah, and you got me on the Aerosmith there because you did it with Graham Whitford. You did Lord of the Thighs. And for people that don't know, Graham Whitford plays with Tyler Bryant and the Shakedown, who I love.
Man, Graham Whitford is a killer guitar player. He's got such a killer feel. And one of the funnest parts of this project was running into guys on the road. I mean, I ran into Graham in South America when Tyler Bryant opened for Tesla, and we were in South America. No, I'm sorry, it was Monterrey, Mexico. I'm getting it confused. But I ran into Paul Jackson from Blackberry Smoke in Atlanta, Georgia, and he's a guest on the album as well. And Randy Hansen is one of my favorite guitar players. I ran into him in the Grand Cayman Islands, of all places, on the Moody Blues cruise. And these guys are great guitar players, and me being a lead singer on this project, I thought it'd be cool to have guitar players be special guests on the album.
Right, because I noticed that you have a lot of them. Now, from what I heard, from what I saw, the reason you decided to do Hush from Deep Purple is when you were touring with them in South America. You said you liked the way it felt and how much it reminded you of the melody. Now, a couple of things here. Deep Purple has a vast catalog. Why, out of everything they do, was it Hush? What got you about Hush?
Man, Hush is just such a cool song, and the melody, na 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 na. I love that melody. And speaking of Randy Hansen, he's a Jimi Hendrix tribute artist that I've known for years. He was playing Hush in the middle of a medley coming out of Spanish Castle Magic, and he went into it, and I saw there's a video on YouTube floating around. If anybody's listening to it and they've got some time, check out Randy Hansen playing Spanish Castle Magic into Hush. And it sounded killer on guitar, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to do that song on guitar. Because, Deep Purple, when they did it, it was heavily driven by the organ,
Right.
But I thought it would be great to do it the way Randy Hansen did it. And then also, he was my guest on the song. So it all came together perfectly for me. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, and he's a badass, Randy Hansen. He definitely is, man. For, like you say, for people that do not know who he is.
Well, wait.
Go ahead, man.
Wait, see the video. We just shot a video for Hush with Randy Hansen in the video, and we're having so much fun together, man.
That
Randy
is cool.
Hansen's the badass, When Tesla, when we were a cover band back in the old days, we opened for Randy Hansen. I mean, I must have been 15 years old when I first saw Randy Hansen play. And he's been so cool. We've been friends ever since. Whenever we've come to Seattle, I've invited him to come out to the shows, and I've bumped into him over the years. But the first time I met Randy Hanson, I was 15 years old, and Brian Wheat from Tesla and myself had a band called Earthshaker, and we opened for Randy Hanson in our hometown. And Jeff Pilson from Dawkins was his bass player at that time. This was like 1982, and so we're all connected, man. It's really cool when you got your brothers and your friends in the music industry that you stayed connected to over the years.
Well, you did a great job on Hush, and some other songs that, now to me, the Volume 2 From One Place to Another, which you released them both this year. The Volume 1 earlier, this one I think it was back in May or something like that. This Volume 2 is harder in a sense to me. The first volume, a little more laid back, I don't want to say ballads, but it's just kind of like a little more, almost maybe a little bit of Southern rock influence. Now here, you've covered some stuff, and I know, reel to reel, Tesla can play anything. So, or I should say from reel to reel, that Tesla is not only a great band, but a great cover band. But here, you went into some stuff. I mean, you did Kiss from a Rose by Seal, which was very surprising for a guy like you, and you nailed it. Another song that you did that I have loved since I was a little kid, because I'm old enough to remember when this song came out, Tell Me Something Good.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I think I'm crazy, man. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Not a thing, man. Not a thing, because you know what? You're keeping people like me who are rockers highly entertained with this stuff, man. Because, these are great songs.
These songs are vocally challenging, I was challenging myself to try to learn how to sing and try to get better at singing. So I was picking some songs that I felt just had amazing vocal melodies. And, I'm not a confident singer. I can't stand my voice, to be honest. And I stand next to one of the greatest singers in rock and roll, Jeff Keith.
He is.
I heard Joe Perry say that one time. Joe Perry said he didn't have any confidence as a singer because he stood next to Steven Tyler for all these years. And I can relate to that. But at the same time, I have a dream and a goal of being able to be creative and do things outside of Tesla and explore those things. So that was the goal in this, was to challenge myself. And Seal, oh my God, Seal is one of the greatest soulful singers there is, and Johnny Nash, and I even tried to do a Steven Tyler moment here with Lord of the Flies.
You did good. And because, let me tell you, Aerosmith is my all-time favorite band. I've been on Aerosmith since the beginning. It's really, really good.
Thank you very much, man. That helps me. Like I said, I'm learning to sing, and what I'm learning is lead singers have to be confident. And, my confidence is coming a little bit slowly here at a time, but it's getting there, and I'm enjoying it, man. And the album From One Place to Another, the title itself, From One Place to Another, has a lot of meaning to it. Not only being recorded on the road in different hotel rooms and stuff with a little Tascam recorder, but also from being a guitar player and turning into a singer more on the front end of things. And so, From One Place to Another, Volumes 1 and 2. In Volume 2, we did a lot of it live in the studio. Hush, Lord of the Flies, those songs were tracked in the studio live with my drummer, Kelly Smith. And Kelly Smith also helped me direct the videos and put videos together. I've got a lot of videos on YouTube. There's a song called Electric Chair that I did a few years back. It's got some psychedelic effects in it.
Dude, I love that album. And I got to tell you, on a sidebar, New York City Psycho Cab Ride.
Yeah, that's Kelly Smith as well. He and I did that video guerrilla style.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. Like I say, I follow you on social media. So I heard that song. And, I live in New York City, and I said, and you hadn't put it out yet. And I said, this fucking song, man. I love this song. We're a New York City show. I got to play this. You hadn't released it. I couldn't find a way to steal it, and quite honestly, I said, I don't want to steal it from him anyway, because if he hasn't released it, it's not cool for me to do. I mean, I have morals. and I actually left messages. Maybe it was on your Facebook page. I was like, please release New York City Psycho Cab Ride. And then finally, which of course you ignored, but I kept at it. I was like, because I want to play this song so bad. I want to play this song so bad. And when you put out the album, the first thing I did was look for the track listing, and I was like, yes! And that's a cool video. You guys just came to New York and went to Times Square and just belted it out, huh?
That's so funny. Yeah, it's funny, man. The video's a lot of fun. We were hanging out, and I had originally planned to shoot a different song video, but we were hanging out down there in Times Square, and we just broke out the cameras and started having fun, man. And if you look at the end of the video, there's a guy flipping me off. Like, everyone was ignoring us the whole time we were rocking out in the middle of Times Square having fun. And at the very end, there's a guy walking by giving me the bird, man. It's hilarious.
That's New York, dude. You can do anything. People will just walk right by, and then you'll get that one person that'll be like, yeah, fuck you. It's like, that's the thing I tell people about New York. It's like the stuff that happens in New York on the subway or in a cab, the way people talk to each other, like, fuck you, no, fuck you. And then they're done. If that was in the suburbs, it would come to blows, but that's just how New York is. But at the same time, people are really good. It's a great...
I love New York. City in the world, man, and I'm so pumped that you like that song. So did you get a copy of it? Because if you didn't, I'll make sure when we hang up, I'll get you a WAV file or whatever you need, man.
Oh, dude, I have that album. Are you kidding me? I bought it when it came out.
All right, man. Yeah, that's a fun track, man. That whole album, I'm proud of that. People don't know, but I have a lot of original songs out on video and albums, solo albums. I've been secretly going crazy. That's a fact.
Well, look, you're going crazy is good, man. Keep going crazy. Because it's working. Because, like I said, I've always been a fan of Tesla, and I see that you have always been working it hard, with your solo stuff outside of Tesla. A lot of social media, letting people know what's going on.
I really appreciate that, man. And, it takes a lot of work and energy. One of my heroes is my father-in-law, Dickie Betts.
Yes, I am aware.
When I met him, he gave me some different words of advice about surviving, and that's a guy who survived so many ups and downs in the music business, and he's surviving right now. He just survived a head trauma, and he's making a recovery, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be doing shows again at the first of the year. And it's that kind of spirit that motivates me, man. I love to see guys like Warren Haynes and Peter Frampton, guys that are Joe Walsh, guys that are out there still working and playing music and entertaining people, man. And those are my inspirations, man. And I don't have any plans on giving up anytime soon.
As you shouldn't, man. As you shouldn't.
That's what Dickie said to me. Dickie said to me, you got to keep swinging. And I think that's a quote from like Joe Louis or some old boxer guy that got knocked down. You had to get back up and start swinging again. And that's what you got to do, man. You got to keep swinging. And for anybody that's listening, just don't give up, man. Just keep doing what you love to do. And, that's it. It's like you're a surfer, okay? There's going to be waves, and there's going to be some downtime. And during that downtime, just kind of swim back out and just kind of float, and then you catch that next wave. And that's how it is. And even with what you do, there'll be times where it's popular, and then there'll be times when it's not popular.
You're right.
But don't let it discourage you. Just remember that it's going to be a wave, and it's going to come back. That's just how life is.
Thanks so much, Frank, and I will see you next week, man.
All right, man. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you, bud. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great show tonight.